Hey guys, this is Spartacus here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the Trials feature that we have here in Modern Warfare. This feature was actually removed, I believe, like the first day this game actually came out, or even before the full launch of the game, because the XP rewards that you would get with Trials wasn't actually working properly, and so they removed it for quite some time. But now with the recent update, they finally brought Trials back, and in order to actually get access to Trials, you have to earn tickets in order to actually, I guess, play a trial, I guess you could say. But in order to earn tickets is kind of odd to me. I don't really know exactly how you can earn those tickets. It seems like the best way to earn them is just by leveling up. I'm not sure if you unlock them at certain levels. It could be like every 5 levels you get yourself some tickets. But when they finally got the, I guess, Trials feature back into the game, I was already level 92 and my tickets were actually saved in that progress, and I had like 7 tickets left over. And so I'm not entirely sure how you earn Trials. I think it's just randomly rewarded to you for every time you level up, like randomly, I guess. I don't know, that's my understanding of how you are able to actually access the Trials here in this game. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about what are the Trials, what different Trials are there. So from my understanding, there's only 3 different Trials that you can play. One of them is actually repeated again, but it's actually a nighttime version, so you could say there is 4 of them, I guess. But for the most part, there's only 3 different ones. So the first one you're probably going to be playing first when you first do a trial is actually going to be the gun course, which is something we've seen in previous Modern Warfare games, whether it be like the very first mission in Call of Duty 4 or a Spec Ops mission in Modern Warfare 2 and in Modern Warfare 3, where basically you're just shooting these targets and try not to hit any civilians and basically just try to beat the course in a timely fashion manner. So you have to, I think, complete it in less than 40 seconds if you actually want to get 3 stars, and of course don't hit any civilians. Now keep in mind, the rewards you get are only XP based. If you get 1 star on a trial, you get 5,000 XP. If you get 2 stars, you get 7,500 XP. But if you get 3 stars on a trial, you get 10,000 XP, which I think those XP rewards are pretty well, especially if you get to the 3-star rating one. And keep in mind, sometimes getting 3 stars isn't an easy thing. I think with the gun course, it's not too difficult to do. I was able to actually do it, I believe, on maybe my 3rd try, mostly because I wasn't making use of my tactical sprint that's in this game, and I highly recommend using tactical sprint when actually going for the gun course, so that way you can get to the next targets as fast as possible. And so the next trial here in this game is called Behind Enemy Lines. Now there's a daytime version of this and then there's a nighttime version of this, and the weapons that are given to you, for some reason I'll be like looking at the weapons that are available to me, then all of a sudden they'll just like switch to another weapon. I don't know why it does that, but I believe it's randomly given to you, like whether assault rifles, close quarter weapons, and stuff like that, because it'll even say that in like the menu before you actually start the trial itself, whether you're getting close quarter weapons or long range weapons, because I believe they're different every time you do the trial, which I guess kind of changes things up a little bit. And so anyway, with Behind Enemy Lines, you are just shooting, I guess, bots. That's all it really is. Keep in mind, you can die, because my first time doing this, I got cocky and totally went into like enemy fire and just got myself killed and failed the trial. And keep in mind, you guys, you can actually retry these trials, so each trial actually gives you 3 attempts, so keep that in mind, which is also nice, something I didn't really utilize when I was starting to do these trials. But Behind Enemy Lines, pretty much the bots are going to be in the same location every single time you play it, at least from my experience anyway, so I know where enemies are always going to be, and it helps me actually get through, I guess, the trial a lot faster, so that way I can get that 3-star rating. And to get 3-star rating on this trial, you actually have to kill all enemies in less than 2 minutes. Luckily, I was actually able to do this on, I believe, the night one, the night vision goggles one. I was able to actually get this in less than 2 minutes, but with the daytime version, I haven't been able to do it just quite yet, and it's not a bad one. The bots aren't like super difficult or anything. I guess this is the closest thing I'm ever going to get to playing survival mode here in this game, since I play on Xbox. But anyway, moving on to the 3rd and final challenge, or 4th and final, I don't really know what you want to call it. It's basically Behind Enemy Lines. There are 2 different ones, just the daytime and nighttime version. So anyway, moving on to the next one, which is Marksman challenge, and this one you are giving a sniper to actually take out targets. You can actually use a revolver if you want to. I'm not sure if you can get a scope on your revolver. I've seen people do that before. I'm not sure if that's just randomly given to you when you play the trial, but every time I've done it, I've always gotten a sniper, and you're basically just shooting targets that are either moving right or left, up and down, something like that. And of course, you're shooting at them from further distances, so you got to be aware of bullet drop that's going to happen. And I screwed that up my first time doing it, trying to shoot some of the targets with my bullet drop, happen. I was like, what? I'm confused, and because I'm so not used to bullet drop in Call of Duty games, but here in this game, of course, there's bullet drop, so just be aware of that. And from my understanding, the Marksman challenge, you have to actually hit all your targets without missing a single shot if you want a 3-star rating, but you also gotta do it in a timely manner. So I believe you have to do it less than 2 minutes, or maybe it's less than 40 seconds. 2 minutes seems actually way too long. I think it's less than 40 seconds if I'm not mistaken, but I haven't been able to get a 3-star rating just quite yet in the Marksman challenge. I'll have to play some more trials and see if I'm able to do it, but I've heard it's very difficult to actually get yourself a 3-star rating on the Marksman challenge, even if you are like perfectly accurate all the way through, even getting collaterals and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for the most part, these are trials here in Modern Warfare. They're pretty fun to play. I do kind of like the fact that you have to earn tickets in order to actually play them, because of course you get rewarded XP for using them, right? It would be kind of silly to just play them unlimited amount of times and get XP for it, though if they were to do that, they could make it where you could only get the XP rewards every 24 hours or something like that, I suppose. But I do wish it was a little bit more clear how you can actually earn tickets here in this game, because from my understanding, when I would look at after action report after I play a multiplayer match, it will actually show that I earned myself a ticket for trials, right? But I don't really know how I earned it. I feel like it was just randomly awarded to me because I leveled up or something like that. So it's not entirely clear how do you get trials, but you will earn them eventually if you just keep leveling up in the multiplayer, from my experience. Also, if you guys are wondering if playing trials actually can be used to complete daily challenges, like for example, I have a daily challenge of getting 5 melee kills. I've actually gotten melee kills in these trials while that daily challenge was active, and it doesn't seem like the daily challenges are actually working in trials mode, so you actually have to play multiplayer in order to complete your daily challenges. They don't work in the trials mode. So anyway, that's really it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more Modern Warfare videos in the future, and I shall catch you guys later.